again,
And it's Beverly.
and we've been working on our new book, Trailblazing PR, and we thought we'd just share what we've learned today to give you a little taster of what the book's going to be about. For you, what did you get from working on it today? What was the best piece for you, Bev?
I think the piece that was really insightful for me was to get clear on the process that I was using when I come up with a story.
Yeah, it was fascinating.
Yeah, because I actually do it quite instinctively.
So Bev's a brilliant journalist. You were a rock music journalist for years, and so Bev's ability to write stories is really impressive. So Bev shares a lot of stories on social media, always gets a lot of likes and people commenting and resonating with what you say. And I was quite envious of this because I'm not so good at that, and often I'm a bit quick and dirty on social media, and I'll put something up there or put a selfie on, and I feel like I wanted to do something which is a bit more meaningful. So what I did was I unpicked your process, didn't I? Do you want to talk about how was that for you?
That was really interesting because what happened was we'd set ourselves the challenge of actually writing more meaningful social media posts. Yeah. So we did that yesterday, and I was thinking about that this morning. So I had an idea about the picture that I wanted to speak to. So as I was writing it, I was kind of reflecting on what I was doing how I was writing it, and I discovered that actually as I write, I figure out what my key point's going to be as I write it. Yeah. And that will work for some people. It won't necessarily work for everybody. So we then had a look at whether we could come up with a very simple process, didn't we?
Yeah, I think so, because I think I'm the same. Like I like writing, and sometimes I'll just go blah, and something will emerge from it that's quite interesting. Yeah. But sometimes I won't know where to go with what I'm writing about. And so we've come up with a number of little structures to help people write posts that are really, really well structured and compelling, and they stop you from waffling or saying too much, but they help you to dig into something a little bit more meaningful. So we thought we'd teach you one process.
Yeah, just a very simple one.
Just a really simple one. And it's based on telling a story around a picture. Yeah. So we're going to teach you the process really, really quickly.
Yeah.
And this one is about a picture of a piece of art that you might have. So it might be a picture of you working in the studio or the art itself. Yeah. And it's just a series of simple questions. So they are.
So we're going to do it with this.
We're going to do it with this. So I'm going to pick with this one was by an artist. I bought this from a really lovely artist.
So I'm going to ask Nikki.
Okay, she's going to do it with me, and then you can do it at home.
So here you go. So this is a portrait. Yeah. So Nikki, what's the story behind this picture?
There's a couple of stories. So first of all, this image is Sarah Vaughan, who's a jazz singer, and it takes me back, first of all, to my youth, because I loved singing jazz, and I used to be in a jazz band when I was younger, and I used to listen to Sarah Vaughan music all the time. She was a real inspiration for me. And I saw this, a friend invited me to an exhibition in Dalston, and I saw this in the wall, and I just went, I have to have it.
Wow. Cool. Okay. So what does it mean to you, this picture?
Yeah, I think for me it's about expression. For me, she looks like she's in bliss. I mean, look at her face, man. She's in ecstasy. So for me, it's all about when we connect to our innate creativity, we're aligned to something bigger and deeper and soulful, whether it's your divine or whatever, however you connect with that. But it's a deeply spiritual place. So that's what it represents for me.
And so why is that important to you?
I think for me it's important because I think everybody needs to know this place within themselves. I think so many people live in their heads and try and force life, and actually everybody's got a deeply creative space within them, and when they go there, magic happens. And if everyone went there more often, we wouldn't have any world wars, would we? And we'd all be kinder. So it's actually really
beautiful.
It's connecting to something that I believe strongly about humanity.
So we've kind of got there really, because the next question is, what's the key message for you in all of this? What's the message for you that you would like to share? Is it about that that place that we can all connect to.
I think it's part of the message. It's definitely part of what my message is about. And it's funny because when I think about a key message, I always think I've got to be really neat with it, because I think there can be several key messages and it depends on what I want to say. But I think if I was going to do a blog on that, it would be universal. Everybody needs creativity in their lives, and when we connect to it, we know ourselves better and we know each other, something like that.
Wow, so you've just written an amazing blog post there.
Yeah.
So let's just repeat the questions for you again. Yeah. So number 1, what's the story behind the picture? Number 2, what does it mean to you? Number 3, why is it important to you? And number 4, what's the key message about it that you want to share?
Yeah.
Okay.
So if you want to share it with us, do leave a comment below. We'd love to know. It'd be great. All right. So thank you for listening, and keep an eye out, because the book will be coming out at some point this year. We don't know when. We're going to write the whole thing yet.
So in the meantime, keep trailblazing.
Keep trailblazing. Bye for now.
Bye.
Bye.